Coach, any disciplinary action against the Chidi? Because Chidi's incident is very bad from the team.
Still, you know, when you are, you know that. I mean, it's difficult. We have, I think, we showed a great spirit and character. We have only 48 hours to prepare for the final. I agree with you, and it's an incident that really should not happen. And I think Chidi is the first one who is disappointed by himself because he's missing a final, a big game for himself and for the team. I could see it in his face, but he's an excited player. He came out after the game running to have the team, have the players. I have 48 hours to prepare for the final after this damaging atmosphere, and I don't think it is right from us to focus on something which is side. Of course, we will have a talk with Chidi. I already have a talk with him, but the main focus will be on the players who are available, on the gathering all the team together, like what we did today, 10 men for the whole game, and then prepare for the final.
It is a double win, 10 men in 80 minutes. And
I think, in my opinion, I think we have not. I've always said we have nothing to prove, but I think we gave a lesson on tactical discipline. We gave a lesson on organization, and the boys gave a lesson of how to give their heart to the team. I think we gave many lessons today. I think with 10 men, first half definitely because we didn't have, and I agree with him, maybe I personally I'm not happy with myself because I focused more on that incident, and so we didn't change much. We kept Kulu, who was playing behind Chidi as a striker, and we kept the 4-4-1. But of course at half time, when I rethink about it, we pushed Chidi behind Kulu on the central midfield, more attacking midfield.
Marcos.
Yeah. And we hold James and Snashish, who was going too much on the flanks, that only one of them go, but when we lose the ball they are with Nicky. So we played 4-3-1-1. It comes many times in 4-4-3-2. Sometimes when we can, Kumar or Mohun Raj was involved. And I think if you look at the second half, beside the first 20 minutes of the second half, we took control after that. The last 15-20 minutes of the second half and the extra time also. It was a 50-50 game, balanced. If I'm not saying that we was the better team and we created the most dangerous chances, because yes, there was delivering process. He was very strong, and the defense stood up very, very well in front of the goalkeeper. I don't think there was few shots from outside the box. So I think it was a tactical lesson. I hope that I personally always want to learn. I always want to learn from games that I see, and I think this was a lesson how to play with 10 men against 11.
Goalkeeping switch.
How much of a gamble? Shilton had a great game, and you were obviously, this was a gamble. Tiebreakers, anything can happen. But Shilton, how much of a gamble? It could have all gone so horribly wrong.
That's football. That's football. That's maybe I'm not a good coach. You know, I'm just I'm a young coach. I am 41 years old. I still have to learn a lot from older coaches than me. But I'm a lucky coach. You can do nothing about it. I thought about it in the middle of the. I think if you was looking at goal, some
first. But did you reconsider?
I had a chat with him, and I told him maybe if things goes well, because I kept that substitution. It can be actually the two substitution was very important because with the tiredness, like what happened for Monrad. But it could happen 5 minutes later with Kumar, and then we will use the substitution. But I see how ready he was. He was fired up. I remember also that last year in the semi-final, Sangram is confident.
Fed Cup.
Semi-final against East Bengal. And Chilton was also confident. But that experience of penalty kicks, of mind games, of preparing mentally, I thought that, especially that Chilton already on the first 5 or 10 minutes, he pulled a little bit here, so he had some pain. I know he wasn't happy, but after he excused himself. I have no problem with that. It's part of the frustration that I'm talking about the game. But I'm very happy with I told you last game. And in fact, Sangram, you see him today, he was in a condition to play. But we stick with Chilton because I believe that he had a great game against Mahindra. He needs games to prepare and to get back his confidence, and we did it in the end. The most important is getting the result. We get it. That is what is important. We maybe we don't talk too much before the game, but we talk on the ground. I talk too much on the bench. So my energy I don't talk before the game, but on the bench I talk too much.
Coach, Deepak Mondal maturing into a fine leader of men, not only as he was always a good footballer, but in the way he conducted the team today, especially when you guys were down to 10 men. What do you have to say about that? I know you don't generally pick out individual players for praise, but
I can only praise Deepak for the last 2 games, and I explained to you guys after Mahindra that you didn't see. I'm expecting more game after game. I'm not putting pressure, but I know the value of the players that we have. I will see much better Deepak while the games goes on. I will see much better Rakesh while the games goes on. And even the back four is solid. I'm very, very excited to looking forward in the future. I told you they are coming. Look at Mohun Raj. Cramp started because of that match. Fitness is not there. He didn't play too many matches. I talked about that. But Deepak, there is few things that you didn't see. I agree with what you said. When I think the last break, there was one player who was like another 15 minutes, tired. And I could see Deepak taking him like this. He was a happy player, Deepak was small. And taking him, and so that is, yes, a lot of leadership quality. I'm very happy with that. I'm very happy with him and with the team.
thank you, Coach.
Coach, on the press conference, your opposition coach Subrata Bhattacharya said that Mohun Bagan played total negative football in 120 minutes. Do you want to make it better?
They played like Kumar only, one of the second division team.
We are on the final.